We're here in Frankfurt with Hyundai to take a closer look at the Ioniq. It's a hatchback that the manufacturer says is groundbreaking, and that's because it's available in just the one body shape, but it gets 3 different electric powertrains. There's a hybrid model, a plug-in hybrid model, and the fully electric model that will top the range. But Hyundai says that the plug-in version is the one that's going to be the best seller in the UK, accounting for around 50% of the sales. So let's take a closer look at it. So the plug-in hybrid model has a 1.6 litre engine in the front, but it's also got some batteries stored under the rear seats. And you can see, if you take a look inside, they don't protrude at all, so it doesn't take anything away from the space in the rear, but they're under there, and what they do is they give the car a pure electric range of, Hyundai says, around 31 miles. So the car will run just off electric juice for those 31 miles. If you run out, because it's a plug-in hybrid, it's got the petrol engine to run off as well. And if you do want to charge it up, you've got an electric plug-in point here at the front, just like a Porsche, and you can charge it up. So if you come and have a look over here, sorry, Will. So the boot you can see here is the same on all 3 models, and it's very spacious. It has this useful pulley over the top that's easy enough to operate. Not particularly durable, so I wouldn't consider placing anything on top, but it's there as a cover if you need it. And it's spacious enough, surely, for a family. There's a bit of storage space, spare tyre under here, and it's the same across the board for the 3 cars. So it's the one body and the 3 different powertrains, but Hyundai says the spec levels are going to be fairly uniform across the board. So for the UK, we're going to get 3 different trims, but they're doing away with the entry level, so it's all going to come with quite generous spec. For the electric model that's over here, for example, the sat-nav will come as standard, and that's because Hyundai says they're keen to let you know where those charging points are, so that range anxiety will be eliminated for those who are a bit scared of taking the step into buying an electric car. The fully electric model has a claimed range of, Hyundai says, around 155 miles, and if you do want to charge it up, then with a fast charger, you'll get to 80% in around 25 minutes. But if you have a fitted home charging station, it will take 6 to 7 hours, so you can just plug it in overnight and not worry about it. So we've said that the plug-in hybrid is probably going to be the most popular one in the UK, so let's take a closer look at the inside over here. You get a touchscreen system as well, that's fairly easy to operate and move around, it's quite responsive. And there's a button down here, which if you press will shut off all the other air vents apart from the ones around the driver. And what that does is just save that extra bit of battery to try and eke out as much electric range as possible. And it's also worth pointing out that because it's an electric, there's no manual option, so it's just this automatic gearbox. The plastics are, as you'd expect, quite good, but nothing that's going to particularly worry its German rivals at all. But it's a nice driving position, and there's plenty of space as well. And you can't see it on this model, but on some other models you get a sunroof as an optional extra. These 3 cars are very important for Hyundai, and that's because it's looking to tap into some very well-established markets that have some really popular cars in them already. For the hybrids, you've got the Toyota Prius, and you also have the Nissan Leaf for the pure EVs, and that's the world's best-selling electric car. So it's 2 tough markets to try and break into, but Hyundai is going to give it its best shot. And with a price point around £22,000 to £27,000, will undercut some of its key rivals. Some of them will be arriving later this year, but we'll be driving them before then. So check back on whatcar.com for the latest car news, reviews and videos.